Why do a lot of us have such a high tendency to be self-critical? I want you to ask yourself this question. What do you get out of being self-critical? And I'm not talking about evaluating yourself. There's evaluating yourself and coming to conclusions that you need to in order to better yourself or change whatever you need to change about your life. But what do you get out of criticizing yourself? Does it make you feel better? Does it motivate you? Does it make you feel more disciplined? Does it improve your self-esteem? Does it improve your self-worth? Does it make you think that somehow by criticizing yourself that you're going to be able to make all the changes that you want to make in your life and make you a happier person? Does it help alleviate guilt and shame? Or does it cause more guilt and shame? Again, what does being self-critical do? And the thing about it is that I know that a lot of people are kind of programmed in this world to be self-critical, and depending on how they were raised by their parents can be critical on them, and then their spouse could be critical with them, or other people, teachers can be critical, or peers, you name it, bosses, whatever. So anytime a person grows up being criticized a lot, they have a tendency to be able to be self-critical as well. And it gets to a point where there's so much criticism that it actually just does way more damage than it does good. And not only does it do more damage to you mentally, but it can do a lot of damage to you physically, because you start to believe that you're not good enough. You start to believe that you can't do certain things. You nitpick yourself over every little thing. And when you nitpick yourself over every little thing, it doesn't ever feel like you've made any progress. It doesn't ever feel like you've done anything right. And just think about it, like that isn't going to be healthy for you. We're talking about mental health. Mental health doesn't mean that you need to ignore that you have any problems or that there are things that you need to change about yourself. It just means that you don't need to criticize the crap out of yourself for no reason, or for whatever reason you think it is for, which is my point of this whole video. Why are we doing it? Why do we have a tendency to do it? Why do so many people have a tendency to criticize themselves to the point where it just is not beneficial? And then that's what you have to really evaluate. What is it doing for you to be self-critical? And in a weird psychological way, I know some of the answers to that are going to be, well, it's because if I criticize myself, then I'm making sure that I'm on top of doing everything that I need to do in order to not feel guilt or not feel shame. But the irony, the ironic twist, is that you end up feeling more guilt and shame because you're criticizing yourself, and it never ends. It never ends, guys. You'll end up being critical, self-critical all the time, just because it ends up being a habit, and then it's a pattern. And if you think it's helping you, you're gonna do it, and then you're gonna find that it's not helping you, and then it just is this never-ending cycle. Anyways, I want you to think about it. Let me know your thoughts. Appreciate it.